Yeah, it was a great game. Players played really well. I mean, our players are good. I mean, and they're good people. It's a good combination.
Stephen Johnson, Fort Worth Star-Telegram. First off, congratulations, Coach. After the performance today, do you think this team is worthy of a first-round bye in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I think if the judging, last year they left a team out because of a quarterback. And I think, our play, we're 11-1 with our starting quarterback, having beat 4 ranked teams, having won the Big 12 championship. So I do think because of we've made a standard that the quarterback is that valuable, I think should be a real chance that we get a first-round bye, and I definitely think we should host a game.
Good, raise your hand. We're going to come here to the middle. We're going to go 4 rows back here in the middle.
Sean Jordan from CBS Sports. Coach, I just wanted to ask you about Cam Scadaboo. What has he meant to this team, especially heading into this matchup where you don't have Jordan Tyson? You know that a lot's going to be on him. How did he kind of prepare for what was needed of him?
He prepared the exact same way he always prepares. So mature. He's grown up so much this year. You can see the speed there throughout the game, which he didn't have last year, but that's just the work that he put in to get to that point. But he prepared like he always prepared, and a whole bunch of people stepped up. That was the best part about tonight on offense, was not just one person stepped up. X stepped up, Stovall stepped up, the O-line stepped up. I mean, Sam Levitt's continuing to be an unbelievable football player and the future of Sundevil football. Shimon Mateer stepped up. I mean, I could go on a list of offensive players, and then the defense gets 3 takeaways to start the second half on their side of the field. Like, are you kidding me? It's kind of like a scene from a movie.
All right, Coach, we're going to go on the front row, right here on the left.
Chris Cartman, Sundevil Source. Kenny, have you seen a team improve as much as this one has from the beginning of the year to the end? You talked about wanting to see your team blow out opponents, which hadn't happened into the last 2 weeks, and then you did that easily.
Yeah, I mean, it's been great to see our guys play better in the second half. I mean, they took it kind of personal after week 11 when we let another team come back. They took it personal that they wanted to start finishing games better, and they've been harping on it. They've been talking about it, and they've been kind of living it. Not just rah-rah, but like real focus in the locker room at halftime that we got to come out and play a good second half. So the growth on this team is remarkable. I've never been a part of a team that's grown this much.
Coach, we're going to go on the far right, 4 rows back.
Kenny, scout board over ESU News.
Yeah, it's a man.
Yeah. Kenny, scout board over ESU News to your right.
Oh, sorry.
You came here hoping this was possible. Did you think it could happen this quickly?
No. To be honest, we just got 2 really good players. That helps.
I did.
He did. He's got way more belief than I believe. Like I said, these guys are why we're good.
All right, we're going to go far left, 3rd row back.
Hey, Coach. Daniel Rios, State Press. Earlier in the first half, you guys faced a similar situation that you guys did in your first conference game, 4th and 1 in your own territory. And, both plays, you guys decided to do a shot play. Can you kind of just go into the decision-making and just the difference between then and now with the confidence in your guys?
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that. That was Coach Royo. He called it, and I was like, oh, crap. All right, bud, let's do it. You watch more film than me when it comes to offense right now. I trust it. I trust our quarterback. I trust our players, and he thought that was the best call for that situation. And I almost wanted to say, just hand it to Scat, just hand it to Scat. But I trusted him. I trusted our quarterback, and incredible play call, incredible execution, great pickup up front, great throw by Sam. I mean, that's just game-changing play right there.
Coach, stay in the front row right here in the middle.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. Robert Aronoff, Sons of UCF. The question is, what did you, the competition you faced in the Big 12 this year, what do you think that did to prepare you for the extended competition you're going to see in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, this is a really, really deep league. Every single week, anybody can beat anybody. And that's the part about this league that makes it difficult to get through it unscathed, is you go to real college environments. All of the environments you play on the road are real environments. Like our Texas Tech loss on the road was a real environment, first away, Big 12 game. And then we go on the road at Cincinnati's homecoming without our starting quarterback, which is a real environment. Then you go to Kansas State after they have a bye. That's a real environment. So I just think the difficulty is not just the teams, but it's the environments you go into as well, which is why the Big 12 can consistently, people lose 1 or 2 games in the league because it's just so competitive.
Coach, we're going to go 4 rows back on the left, back over here. You have a question still? Yep.
Hey, Coach. Kenneth Berry, Touchdowns and Tangents. In just all your years of being in this profession, and obviously it's still a really young team, when the seniors kind of left things where they left it, how do you see the future of this program just based on how fast the young guys caught on to your message? And has it surprised you that they caught on this fast?
Yeah, I think we just have great leadership. I think our leadership council, our players, the guys up here next to me, they're just unbelievable competitors, unbelievable leaders. And when your players run your program, you're good, right? You can force coach-led leadership, which is needed at times, right? But at the same token, if your players aren't feeding and your rest of your team the same vision, the same message, you're only going to be capped at how good you can be. And I think these guys have an unbelievable maturity about themselves to lead their team. What other team has their players giving pregame and halftime speeches, right? And that's not fake. That's just what our team is.
Coach, front row right here in the middle.
Coach, Matthew Postman, Heartland College Sports. 2 weeks ago, Javon made a big play for you against BYU. He sparked you guys in the second half with that turnover. Just how did that it seemed like that was just a snowball effect after that turnover. And what did that turnover mean to you guys that early in the third quarter?
Oh, it was huge. To get the takeaway and then the offense go back and score. But the thing that was exciting about that was it was the response in the second half to come out fast. It was a few adjustments we made defensively to combat their check with me stuff. And the fact that our guys could go out there, take what we took at halftime, apply it work, and then capitalize on it. And our offense go and capitalize. That's just a really good team football. That's what good teams do. They play off each other.
All right, we're going to go 6 rows back here on the right along the aisle.
Y'all are asking the wrong person the questions. These 2 are the people that played.
We'll get the players. We'll get the players here in a sec, Coach.
Jacob Saliga, Arizona Varsity. Kenny, when you go back and reflect to your time when you first got here in November of 2022, guys like Trent Bourget, Caleb McCullough, guys like that who trusted you and stayed through the process, what does it say about those guys believing in you and believing in what you were building to get to this point now?
Yeah, it was pretty cool to watch those guys celebrate today. Trent went out on the field and took the knee there at the end, which is pretty cool. Talk about a full circle career for him. And then Caleb to just continue to make plays. He could be one of the most improved players on our football team. From where he was 24 months ago to where he is now is just incredible. But those guys that stuck with it, they just believe in the vision. Even though it's hard to believe when you're not very good and you're 3-9. Not many people believe with that, but we had a sense of belief because like I said, the guys next to me, the leaders on our football team, create a sense of belief with the work that they put in.
All right, we're going to go all the way back on the riser.
Hey, Kenny, Jordan Ham, Sports 360 AZ. If you could have a last-minute message to the playoff committee, what would it be?
Yeah, I would just say, these guys have worked so hard. These guys have accomplished things that I don't know if any team's ever accomplished, being picked 16th out of 16th and then winning a championship. We're 11-1 with this kid to my left. We're Big 12 champs when he's on the field, right? And I think if you were to look at our resume with Sam Levitt as our starting quarterback, I think you can really look deep and hard to see where we stand with champions, where we stand with conference champions, because we've already made the decision that quarterbacks are very, very important to the college football committee. Well, I think it's time to double down on how important the quarterback is and look back at our season as our quarterback played.
All right, Coach, we're going to go to the second row on the aisle right here.
Hey, Coach. Patrick Power on Cronkite News. It really felt like at the end of the first half, you guys got going on defense a bit more, getting a couple of stops, and all of a sudden in the second half, you got 3 consecutive turnovers. And I remember earlier in the year you talked about you want to keep attack. What changed going from halftime to the second half that allowed you to gain that momentum and just completely swing this game in a different direction?
Yeah, I thought, to be honest, I thought they had a really good plan early. A lot of check with me's, a lot of getting themselves into good plays, good numbers. And then I think Coach Ward did a really nice job combating it. And then I think our players right, got comfortable. Early, you're in one of the best, if not one of the best stadiums in the country, right, that we're playing in. Most of our kids, or a lot of our kids, are from Texas, right? They dreamt of playing the Big 12 title game. To say there's not going to be a little bit of nerves is a little delusional, right? There's going to be a little bit of nerves. It's what they dreamt of. So I think they calmed down a little bit. I think we made some adjustments as a staff, and then I think they went out and executed the rest of the game. It started at the end of the first half, and I think it continued through the third quarter.
All right, Coach, we're going to go 6 rows back on the right side.
Kenny, Chris Vinny from The Athletic. What can you say about the way Cam played today and the end of the season? And do you think he should be in New York for the Heisman ceremony?
I do think he should be. We're on the tape. He's really good. Like, he's good enough to be there. I don't know what he finished up with today. Finished up with, he was over 1 passing. He was 2 catches, 38 yards, 1 touchdown. He said he basically had 200 yards of total offense and 3 touchdowns. That's incredible. I think that's his 3rd time in a row he's gone for over 100 yards and multiple touchdowns in the first half, potentially. I don't know what else you can do to put your name in the race. And obviously there's 2 other guys that are really, really high on that list, and I don't know if he should ever surpass those guys, but should he be on that list? Should he have the opportunity to go there? Yes.
Coach, we're going to go 3rd row on the left, 4 seats in. Here.
Hi, Kenny. Doug Haller with The Athletic. You've always been so much about process, focusing on one week to the next, but can you please just describe when you guys got the ball back with 2 minutes left and you just started making your way around the sideline, just hugging people and congratulating people, what that feeling was like?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. The process was over. We got the job done, and it's just a pretty cool moment to see those guys.
All right, we got time for 2 more questions. We're going to go 2nd row right here in the middle.
Kenny, Elliott Polikoff, Arizona's family. Can you take me through a little bit about that Scadaboo pass? What was going through your head? And Sam, if you want to chime in too, kind of what were your thoughts on that?
I'll take it. Don't do it. That was pretty much going through my head. But that's what makes Scat, is he does incredible things. And you know what? To his credit, they pan out. I don't know how. Last year we called a punt with him as our quarterback because it was an absolute amazing situation we were in last year, and he checks a throw to Elijah Badger, and it's complete. And I'm like, what just happened? Is this real life? But that's Scat. It defines Scat. He's just one of those guys that he works so hard, he finds a way to be successful. But what was going through my head was, oh my gosh, this is not good. This is not good. Oh, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. And then it was incomplete. I was like, holy cow.
Coach, we're going to finish with you with the last question here on the aisle in the 3rd row.
Greg Moore, Arizona Republic. First of all, congratulations. What does this moment mean for longtime Sun Devil fans? What does this moment mean for people who've been with the program from the Cush era all the way up to now, knowing that the job isn't finished, but what does this moment mean?
Yeah, I think it just shows what we can be, and with the right direction, with the right players who are committed to the program and committed to the work, I think you can achieve anything here. I've always thought that, people have always said this place is a, sleeping giant. Well, you're not a sleeping giant, right, if you never wake up. You're a dead giant, right? And it just hasn't woken up for so long. And I think, finally, these guys have really bought in to not just Arizona State, to the city, to the community, the weather. They're over here talking about the weather the other day. It's like they've bought into everything that the Valley, Tempe, Arizona State has to offer. And I think that's what's special is these guys are just members of the people. They love it there. And I think that's special.